Okay, so in this installment, we're going to start off with the big one, world domination. Okay, now when you start talking about world domination, people start looking at you funny, right? It's like, what is this guy? Some kind of fucking crackpot? What are you on? Are you in some kind of movie or something? What do you think this is? James Bond? Well, no, not really. It's not that far-fetched. First, I want to actually start by dispelling some misconceptions. Okay? Now, the main misconception is that world domination is impossible, right? How can a small group of people acting together throughout the entire planet put together some nefarious plans to take over the world and run it literally from one central point? I mean, that's impossible. I mean, how is that ever actually possible? How can guys from America, England, India, Australia, South America, whatever, you name it, okay, come together in some little joint, plan and have a meeting to take over the world? How is that actually possible? It's bullshit. It's all conspiracy theory. Really? Okay. Let's take it like this. Let me ask you, historically speaking, what is colonialism? Or what was the whole idea behind colonialism? What did the empire never sets, the sun never sets on the British Empire? What did that mean? That literally meant that at any point, on any given day or night, at some point, well, in some part of the British Empire, the sun was shining. Meaning that half the world at least was conquered by Britain. Britain, the British government, which at that point was a monarchy, right? And not a constitutional monarchy as we have today, which is largely ceremonial. At that time, the British monarch actually had legal powers. And they ran off the planet, right? One family in some little island in North Europe, running half the planet. Is that a conspiracy theory? What was, ever heard of Genghis Khan out in Mongolia? He ran half of Asia. The whole of fucking Asia. Alexander the Great. Napoleon. What were Hitler's plans? What were Hitler's plans? What is it that led to the beginning of World War II? Huh? Hitler went into France, Poland. He was taking over the entire Europe. When these guys decided, no, fuck this. We're not going to let this guy take over fucking the whole fucking planet, because that's what he wanted to do. He wrote in his book, Mein Kampf. That was his plan. We want Lebensraum for the German people, the Aryans, right? Lebensraum, living space. So what are we going to do? We're just going to take over the whole of fucking Europe and kill the fucking Jews and blacks and gypsies and gays and everybody as we go along. Conspiracy? Bullshit? Hitler wanted to take over the world. So what's stopping a small group of guys taking over the world today? And it's even easier today. Right? Anyway, let's come up with a more contemporary kind of example. Corporations. What is a corporation? Basically, a corporation, well, in legal terms, is a person, right? Corporation is a juristic person as opposed to a natural person like human beings, right? Or I think animals as well could be called. They have some kind of legalistic personality, but you have human beings, which are natural persons, right? and a company, corporation. Governments are also natural persons. Organizations, okay, you can register them as natural persons. Now, a corporation. Take, for example, Coca-Cola. What's a corporation, actually? Let's just start there. What is a corporation? A corporation is a conglomerate of people, right? It's shareholders, owners, a executive, management, the board of directors, the employees, products, services, goods, etc., that comprise the company. Correct. But the most important people in this company, the people who make the decisions about where the company goes, how it runs, what it is to do, what products and services, etc., it delivers, are the board of directors, the shareholders, and the executive management. Correct? Right. Now that's a small group of people. Not so many people, relatively speaking. Okay? And they run this juristic person called a corporation. Let's take Coca-Cola, as I was saying earlier. Now Coca-Cola, there's no part of the world today where you can go and not find Coca-Cola, or see a Coca-Cola sign, or Coca-Cola advertising, or something like that. It is everywhere. It has permeated every single corner of the world you can go today. Right or wrong? Now, if Coca-Cola can go to every corner of the world and virtually take over the soft drink market, right? Which it has done. I mean, there is no competition to Coca-Cola anywhere you go in the world. Whatever competition there is localized. It's in that country, or in that city, or town, or whatever, or province of that country. It's not like globalized like Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is a global company in the truest sense of the word. Right? Right. So you have Coca-Cola running the entire soft drink market in the entire world, which is like a group of people who own this company, and they have say over what happens, what you drink in your Coca-Cola, how much sugar goes into it, what flavors. And it's not only the drink Coca-Cola alone, by the way, remember, right? Coca-Cola is all sorts of different things, and then they offer you all of this so-called choice that you have, right? We've got a choice. You can drink Coke, you can drink Fanta, you can drink Sprite, you can drink all sorts of things. In Japan, they make tea, right? This green tea that the Japanese people like. In whatever localized area, they've cornered whatever market of people like to drink tea here. Coca-Cola bottles tea. They bottle water. They bottle almost every kind of beverage that you can think of. Well, not non-alcoholic beverages, soft drinks and that kind of thing. Now, if a company can take over the world, literally, in the area of soft drinks with regards to Coca-Cola, why is it that a small group of people can't take over the world in the area of politics? What's stopping them? Now, I want you to think about that, because we will be going into world domination in the area of politics in the next Live Unpacked audio visual. Thank you very much. See you next time. Cheers.